You a Bryan Adams fan?
No.
When Eastern culture meets Western adventure in the world's highest mountains, expect the unexpected.
That's the most expensive ski run I've ever had in my life. Ski the Himalayas, baby!
Alright, Ski the Himalayas. I'm Ben Clark with Jon Miller, and this is brought to you by Mountain Hardwear. Folks, we have just flown all the way from Kathmandu into the little town of Lukla. We're seeing the mountains finally. We're on the trail. This is our first day of hiking. What are your thoughts, John?
Well, there's no question. You practically crash into the mountain on the flight in. And so we wake up and we've got just these huge alpine peaks.
Pretty awesome. Looks like today is going to be pretty big, about a 5,000 foot day. And as we look at this, going for about 9,000 feet in Lukla up to 14 something. Big first day. It's good for you. You get trail hard, you get ready. Pretty psyched to be out here. Definitely pretty excited to be on the trail. The more altitude we get in now, it makes the next 7-8 days of approaching a lot easier. Really happy to be here in 2010 and already in the mountains and not in the jungle.
Got it together now.
Life's pretty damn good, man. It's good. This trip is better.
And we had dude. We're just getting here, and that's what we're seeing already. I mean,
Day one.
We're
Alpine.
going up and over a pass to the right there,
It's awesome.
and it's like, yes, we are in the Himalaya.
And I've been over here a lot, and over the years, it's like we have such an awesome cook staff, and we so healthy. They keep everything sanitary. They keep everything fresh and clean and healthy for us. But this is one of the best parts. Is always having juice. We stop and have lunch all the time, and before we were always on such a constriction of battery power. But now we're actually able to show just how awesome these guys are. Thank you.
Even better.
This is our awesome cook staff.
Yeah, thank you.
After 4 or 5 days at altitude, your stomach starts rebelling, and it's like it starts getting really picky. It's like you're a pregnant woman.
Yeah. I want an ice cream pickle sandwich now.
Exactly, because your body's needing nutrients and stuff, and sometimes you look at that bar and you're like, I can't do it.
So that is why we bring our own cook staff, and they are all Nepali people, and we hang out with them, we learn from their culture, and they make great food. And John, I'm an eater. Are you?
Oh, absolutely. And they hook us up, and you're like, oh, we're on this rustic trip. We're not gonna, we're gonna see rough food. No, I mean greens and chicken and chips, lots and lots of chips.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs, not our favorite, but I mean, they're awesome. They cook a huge variety of food. They kind of cater to our needs a little bit, like no more mayonnaise vegetables. They understand no more mayonnaise vegetables.
If they do it right, you're going to see more of it as these episodes wear on. Pretty interesting year so far. Glad to be back and healthy. And of course, in the mountains, already thinking about just how interesting this climb will be. A little bit different from last year, but a lot of fun. And as usual, we're gonna give it our best. So John, how are you feeling about right now, sweating in the jungle?
Well, the first day I wasn't feeling all that great. We'd gone from 9,000 feet and we were hiking all the way up to like 15,000. We were going to spend the night around 12 or so, and a little bit under the weather, a little bit just kind of like, ugh. But that's normal. I mean, that's the whole point of the acclimatization, hiking, and the trek in is to get used to altitude.
Well, we've climbed basically all the way from down there. You can't see Lukla anymore, but you can see our lunch spot. Probably gained a good 1,000+ feet from there. And now we're gonna go somewhere up here. Pass out, go over the pass.
Let's see what you got. I got 13,274 feet,
And I've got 12,345. I reset at the last place that had a sign saying the altitude, and actually that was higher than the map. But we're kind of like, we're kind of, you can't trust the maps, you can't trust the science, basically. And
pretty much.
so we're just kind of going with it. There's blue ice. Like, I want to get my ice tools out and go climb that. Well, not really, because it'd probably fall over.
Pretty mangy.
But
but it's possible.
here we are. I mean, boom.
Jungle to ice one day.
We're not entirely sure where we're going from here. It's like there's some prayer flags all the way up there. That kind of makes sense that we'd go there, but I'm not entirely sure how we would do that. There's a lot of slabby rock and wet slabby rock, and then this side's all full of snow. And
Where we are. What is the name? Namkeo
Dawa.
Dawa. Dawa is person. Namkeo, the ground. Namkeo.
Dawa.
Dawa. You? Dawa?
Dawa.
Dawa. Bin.
Be.
Crease.
Hello?
Nice.
Good?
Good. We like. It's good. The chewing gum. Good. Always. Remro chop. Okay. Kakatang. So we are in Kakatang, and I guess we had a misunderstanding. We weren't sure how far we were going today, and this is it. We're here, and our porters are showing up, and pretty cool. We're at about 13,300 feet. Pretty awesome spot to be at, and feeling really good. Good things. Good things.
Good?
Good things. Like
Good.
It is the good.
We know this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
This is good. Look.
Dawa.
Dawa. It is you.
So here we are the next morning, waking up and seeing big mountains for the very first time. This is pretty awesome. Pretty cool day up here. Somewhere over 13,000 feet. Chance to throw a shout out to videographer Chris Dalton. This is his first time at high altitude.
Good to be up here.
He's the
feeling
man.
Good, and excited to be higher than I've ever been before.
Right on.
I mean, I had a pretty good headache to start the morning off. I've been taking Diamox. Last year, I got pretty darn sick. Once we sat at 21,500 feet for a long period of time, my brain swelled pretty good, and I have an arachnoid cyst in my brain, which is a fluid-filled sac. It's hanging out right in my cerebrum, which is kind of right back here. And it's a benign cyst. It's probably been sitting there since I was a baby. But for me, that just means I'm a little bit more susceptible to altitude. And we don't know exactly how susceptible I am. The reason I'm taking Diamox every day, starting down in Lukla, was because Diamox helps reduce the amount of cerebrospinal fluid in your brain. By reducing the fluid, gives things a little bit more room to move around, and hopefully it'll preclude me having any, nasty symptoms like not being able to stand up straight or, losing balance, that kind of stuff. It's pretty normal for anybody to get a little altitude sick. The thing about altitude is the more you're at it, the better you start to feel. In a way, this is home, and it's the mountains, it's the culture, it's everything that is Nepal.